The European Union stands at a critical juncture regarding its trade relations with the Mercosur bloc. The EU Trade Commissioner's warning that the EU will lose face if it rejects the Mercosur deal underscores the high stakes involved and the potential ramifications for the EU's credibility and geopolitical standing. This analysis will delve into the complexities of the Mercosur agreement, examining its historical context, potential benefits and drawbacks for both sides, and the broader implications for global trade and the EU's foreign policy objectives. The proposed Mercosur agreement is not simply a trade deal, it represents a significant geopolitical commitment by the EU. Mercosur, comprising Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, and Uruguay, constitutes a sizable market in a region of considerable economic and strategic importance. Historically, negotiations for this agreement have been protracted and politically charged, spanning over 2 decades. The EU's initial interest stemmed from a desire to diversify its trade relationships, gain access to Mercosur's agricultural resources, and project its influence in Latin America. For Mercosur, the agreement offered access to the EU's large and affluent market, the potential for increased foreign investment, and a boost to their respective economies. However, the negotiations have been plagued by disagreements over agricultural access, environmental concerns, and human rights issues. European farmers have voiced strong opposition to the deal, fearing increased competition from Mercosur's agricultural exports, particularly beef and poultry. Environmental groups have raised concerns about deforestation in the Amazon rainforest and the impact of agricultural expansion on biodiversity. These concerns gain significant traction, particularly in countries like France and Ireland, leading to increased political pressure on the European Commission to reconsider the agreement. The current context of global trade tensions further complicates the decision. The rise of protectionism and the ongoing trade disputes between the United States and China have highlighted the importance of securing reliable trade partners. A failure to ratify the Mercosur agreement would not only damage the EU's relationship with the Mercosur countries but also send a negative signal to other potential trade partners, undermining its credibility as a reliable and committed player in global trade. Rejection of the deal would have multiple consequences. Firstly, it would represent a significant setback for the EU's trade policy and its ambition to forge closer ties with Latin America. It could lead to a decline in trade and investment flows between the two regions, potentially harming businesses and consumers on both sides. Secondly, it would weaken the EU's geopolitical influence in Latin America, potentially allowing other countries, such as China, to increase their presence and influence in the region. China has been actively expanding